Hello, man, you're playing Farming Simulator 22 on Lost Worlds. And I'm telling you, folks, there's nothing more lost than doing forestry work in Farming Simulator, right? Anyway, I think I just finished grinding on all the stumps here that we had. I'm sure I probably undoubtedly missed something somewhere, right? I mean, that's kind of tends to be how it goes, right? There's going to be a stump somewhere I missed. But anyway, I think I got them all. We'll see once how it goes. We'll probably, at the very least, keep that skid steer leased for just a little bit longer, at least probably until we're done plowing. That way, in case we did miss one somewhere, we can grind it out yet. With that being said, did I return the forestry equipment yet? Because if not, we probably can here at this point. Yeah, I didn't return that yet. I think we're just going to go ahead and return it. I mean, I don't see a sense in keeping that anymore. Return that as well. And then we'll return the truck as well. One of these times I should just like buy that truck. It's not a super expensive truck, right? But anyway, starting off with Bale in here. Oh, that's right. I forgot. This thing picks up 2 rows at a time. Not necessarily a fan of that one, but oh well, it does work. So the nice thing about this, Evan, and again, I've talked about this before, Evan. I'm not a fan of the OP equipment, but the one nice thing about it, Evan, you get the little plops of grass. You know, sometimes that end up just, I don't know, the way the game mechanics work or whatever. It does pick that stuff up. So that is kind of nice about having a little bit wider pickup. So. And I've actually said that before about some of the other balers. Like, wouldn't it be nice if the pickup would pick up just a little bit wider? Just, again, the way the game mechanics work, everyone. This one's just a little bit more than I'd probably care to see. Also, someone told me, is this a 50,000 liter bale? I don't think they're actually that big, are they? I wonder if that's maybe if you set it. I'm running 125 centimeter. Oh, centimeter. There we go. Hey. Can't say that word here today, apparently, but don't think I dare change the size on that one because that is what fits on our auto-loading trailer. I don't know if I change sizes if it'll continue to fit or not, so at least according to this shop, that auto-load trailer only did 125 centimeter round bales, and it's kind of weird how it does it too, but at least it does it, so. Running the John Deere 4020 here again on the baler, by the way. This is the John Deere Quick Bale, which apparently is the OP model, by the way. And, yeah, I'm sure it's not actually a real John Deere baler, by the way. I mean, yeah, of course, with the pickup and stuff like it is and the speed of this. No, it's not, but I think someone said a Viacon. So, yeah, I don't know what the actual brand name is. I'm not sure, but I'm sure this is just someone has taken another baler and skinned it into a John Deere. Oh yeah, round bale. Said 7,500 there. I think, is that liters yet? I'm not sure if that's liters or not. I presume it is because it's showing yards here. Then when it goes down to this one, it's showing, I think that's liters maybe. I don't know one, but anyway, we're not doing too bad bale-wise here so far. And, of course, we are making silage bales here again. Oh, and that reminds me, too, in the comments, you folks also told me that at least this particular model, you know, I took the time to get the silage additive. Apparently, I didn't need to do that because this baler doesn't actually use silage additive. So it's like, well, okay then. I mean, I guess, you know, if it doesn't use it, it doesn't use it. What am I supposed to do, right? Got the entire field baled quite nicely here, by the way. Actually, I don't. Do I have the course loaded? I ended up using courseplay for this. Oh, yes, it is loaded yet. Okay, so, you know, if at some point I get bored and feel like having courseplay finish this for us, we definitely could do that. Now, of course, on last episode of it, I was mowing with the Farmall. But Farmall did not seem to like running that mower with courseplay. For some reason, I couldn't get it to work real well. It kept getting stuck. I ended up switching to the John Deere here. That's why the John Deere has the course loaded on it for the mowing. And yeah, the John Deere did it just fine. No complaints from the John Deere. Oh, typical, right? I mean, you know, it's a red tractor. You know, what do you expect, right? Switch to the green tractor and all your problems go away. Yes. And I wonder why Case Tractor people don't watch my channel. Actually, I have no facts on that at all. I'm just Just saying, Evan, right? Just saying. Speaking of the channel, by the way, as always, Evan, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And a reminder, too, if you'd like to join us in on the multiplayer servers, you can find the multiplayer server information down below in the description there. As a reminder, again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. And don't forget, too, as always, Evan, if you like the video, well, you know what to do. Click that old thumbs up button there as well. Now that we got all the advertising out of the way, back to our featured program here of baling. Making blue marshmallows here again. What we should do, Evan, is switch to a different color here for next year, right? That is actually a thing farmers will do, is they'll use different colors depending on the year of one. That way they know, okay, well, we did, just pick a color. We did green last year. Okay, this year we're doing red. That way you know if you got any leftover bales, well, you know which ones, right? As I mentioned last time as well, one of the farmers on one of the hay fields near where I live, they've actually got a kind of a American flag looking wrap on their bales. So kind of cool. I definitely like that one. And for those who are wondering what that looks like, by the way, obviously it doesn't like have the stars on it. So it just has like the first section is blue, and then it's got red and white stripes on it. So again, there's no stars. I mean, it's going around and around the bale with the wrap, right? So it'd be kind of hard to actually have like the proper blue section with the stars. So they just have, it's a blue band with red and white bands. Obviously, mimicking the American flag, but I thought that was pretty cool. Of course, at least in our case here again, to have one, we are attempting to make silage from this. Should be a good sized field here, so I think we would get a fair amount of money and silage from this here, hopefully. Maybe, well, actually, I don't know. Depending on how much money we get, we could pay off the loan, I suppose. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Get that paid back off. Then that begs the question, what should we do with the rest of the money? I don't know. Maybe folks have to let me know. What should we do with the rest of the money? Another, tractor about the size of the 4020 here, the farm all might be kind of nice. I don't know that we necessarily need to upgrade planters or anything like that yet, but let's see. How many bales are we up to here? 25 total. I think that counts the ones from last time. Yeah, reset bale counter. I probably should have done that before I started. I mean, I don't remember how many bales we had last time, but I don't think we've already made 25 bales on this field, have we? Oh, there's quite a few. I don't think it's been 25 yet, though. I'm trying to remember now if this number resets in between episodes or not. I don't know if it does or not. At least at the very least, I probably should have reset the bale count. I'll have to remember to do that here next time when we do the next field. For those of you wanting to see the width of the pickup here, by the way, you can turn the lights in on your tractor, and that will show the blue line here indicates the pickup width. That's kind of nice in some ways. Shows you where it's going to pick up at. Again, as I've said before, not necessarily a particular fan here of the OP-ness of this particular baler, but, oh well, kind of already bought it. So unless I cheat the money in and change out balers, which I'm not sure which one we would change to, any one of the other ones that wraps. This one was a little bit cheaper than the other ones at RDAllen, so that's why I went with it, but it also wraps very quickly, doesn't it? Okay, I guess we'll just maybe start down at this end of the field here. Work our way up and down. Seeing as how we got it, might as well make use of it. It's got the OP pickup. We'll just we'll use it that way. Otherwise, the problem is if I actually follow down the actual row, it kind of starts messing with the next row over. It's not quite wide enough to get the next row, but it's wide enough that it messes with it. So, yeah. This actually maybe we'll spend some money at some point and just get rid of this baler and get a better one. That might be something we do here at some point. We'll see once. Must be going downhill here. I think the baler's max speed is like 9 miles an hour or something like that. But, yeah, I've noticed at times, and I don't know why it does this, but at times we'll go like 20, 30 miles an hour with this here. I don't know why, again, it does that, but... Yeah, so here we're going 12. Now back down to 9. Kind of weird. It's like it wants to go faster, but then... Oh, wait, I'm only supposed to go 9 miles an hour, then it's supposed to... Yeah, just, I don't know, weird. Strange things with this baler, that's for sure. That's what you get for getting an OP baler. Which I think this is actually on the official Farming Simulator mod hub, Evan, so... Kind of surprising. I didn't realize Giants would allow stuff like that on there. I could be wrong, Evan, don't quote me. Maybe this isn't on the official mod hub, but I thought it was. And as I've said before, by the way, Evan, for anyone wondering where the mods I have came from, most of them, everyone, came from the official Farming Simulator mod hub. That's where I get most of my mods from here these days. You know, used to be back in previous versions of the game, Evan, you have to go to all these different mod sites and kind of sort and sift through the mods and hope they were good. And, oh my goodness, right? It was just kind of a mess in some ways, especially these low-life, good-for-nothing mod sites that should be forever banned from the universe. I think you folks know what kind of mod sites I'm talking about here. Ran by the low lifes that are just full of very suspiciousness and yeah, lots of suspiciousness in general, right? If you're not careful, yeah, you folks know what I mean. You got to be careful on these websites. Very, very careful. Like, you better be an IT expert going to these websites. I mean, otherwise you're going to get, you're going to get all kinds of stuff you don't want. And unfortunately, they of course, these website people, they do this on purpose. I mean, you know it. They're putting all these trickery things in here to trick you. And, well, again, as I've said before, I have no use for these low-life excrement websites that, like I said, need to be banned from the universe forever. So yeah, kind of nice, again, I'm going to kind of stick with the Giants mod hub. In fact, actually, speaking of the Giants mod hub, they just did a kind of a Farming Simulator in review video. That's not suspicious at all, is it, everyone? Just saying. Not suspicious at all. But anyway, they just did a Farming Simulator in review video here, and they were talking about the mod downloads on the Farming Simulator website. And I don't remember the numbers. It wasn't like 1 billion downloads or something. I don't remember what it was, Evan, but there's a lot of mods, and there's a lot of downloads. It's like, wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. So very, very cool. And it's nice, like I said, to have a place where you can mostly trust getting the mods from, right? Not to say you're not going to get a lemon from the Farming Simulator mod website occasionally, but at least you can trust downloading from there. And you've got, a 98% chance that the mod's going to work. And I say 98 because you do occasionally get, something wrong somewhere. But Giants does, of course, go through a whole verification process with their mods. More so the console ones than the PC ones, probably, but... And, yeah, as it would probably typically go, I mean, they do miss something, occasionally. Usually it's nothing ground-breaking, though, at least when it comes to, if something doesn't work. look at all the lovely blue marshmallows on the field there. It looks kind of good, doesn't it? Oh, we'll see what's can we get this field baled this episode? We might be able to. We're about halfway into the episode. I'm going to have to see once here. Going back to the mod thing again, too, by the way, as far as mods go, like I said, most of them come from the official Farming Simulator mod hub, and most of the rest either from the multiplayer server, from the other people that manage the mods on there, or Facebook. So it's kind of the three places I get mods nowadays. Really no reason to go anywhere else for the most part. A lot of these other mod websites too. I have a lot of the what I would consider to be more European style mods. There's a couple of actually I don't know. I say a couple of good American modding websites. I don't know. Like if you folks had to pick a good American modding website, I mean, I might actually almost pick the Giants Mod Hub nowadays, because in the past, when there used to be a couple of really good American modding websites, I don't know. The ones that used to exist really don't have a whole lot anymore. So I'm trying to think, like, yeah, I don't know of one. That's a good one. That is a good one. I'm not sure where you would go to get, you know, lots of good American mods nowadays. Anyway, on that note, let's maybe head over to the comment section in a moment, see what you folks had to say here for last episode. Reminder, as always enjoy reading all you folks' comments, so if you have something to say, be sure to throw it down in the comments there. Always read almost all the comments, and I say almost all because I'm sure there's probably a comment somewhere I missed, but typically read all the comments here. So Christopher was saying, good video, keep it up. Well, hey, thank you very much for that. Tim was saying, love this series. Great video as always. Can you please do a high-speed video of plowing up the new land? And can you please plant some sorghum? Good way to make some more money is having chickens. Yes, that reminds me. Actually, that might solve our money problem right there. I mean, I did mention we were going to get into animals here on this map. Maybe that's what we'll do with the money here once we're done selling everything here. I think we sold all the logs already, so those are all gone. And then, like I said, maybe we'll look at paying back the loan here as well. But then we'll have a little bit of money here from the silage, hopefully, too. And then, yeah, maybe we can look at getting into some animals here. As for planting sorghum, we'll have to see once we don't have any fields and or the right time of year to plant sorghum here at the moment. And also, as far as a high-speed video on plowing, we'll see what we can do. Better watch where we're going here. No, Huber was saying that great video. Hey, thank you very much for that. Just Stuff a Wolf was saying, I think Case also owns McCormick. I'm not sure. Can't find a whole lot of information on that. Could be, because I thought Case there was a couple red tractor brands in there with Case. I was saying one of my favorite McCormick tractors is the McCormick WD9. It was the first tractor I ever got to see when I was a little kid and ride on. Wish I could get one. The McCormick WD9, huh? Not sure if I'm familiar with that tractor or not. I might have to look that one up here when I'm done streaming, just to see what that tractor looks like. Tubby was asking, how do you get the yield to show up on the bottom of your screen there? If you're looking at the yield map, I believe you're thinking of precision farming. Oh, he was asking about the bushel acres in the bottom. Okay. Yeah, I had a reply to the comment there. Bushels, acres in the bottom of the screen, huh? The only thing I could think of would be precision farming and or the unit convert mod. Because the unit convert mod would show, obviously, the bushels. Not, again, that I would necessarily believe any of those numbers. I'm just to be clear on that. Christopher was saying, good video. Hey, thank you very much for that. I was also saying I like the old timers stuff on here. So yeah, hope you folks are enjoying the older time series here we're doing on this particular map. Felt like a good map for this, I thought of one. You know, again, there's really not much in the way of predefined fields on this. We did have a small one here. And there's another one up here, too, by the way. But those are the only... I think those are the only two anyway, right? Yeah, I think those are the only, like, two predefined fields. Although, I guess, technically these are maybe sort of predefined. Although Courseplay doesn't recognize them, so maybe they're not. I don't know, but... Animal TV was saying... Maybe if you stop referring to it as European crap, it would be less offensive. Yeah, well, you know, there's a possibility, I suppose. Yeah. I don't know, yeah, you look at the European, it's such a difference, I mean, between the European farming equipment and the American farming equipment, if you know what I mean. You know, good, proper American farming tractor here, if you ask me. I'm a John Deere 4020. We got duals all the way around it. Kind of weird on a 4020, if you ask me, but that's why I did that this way on this tractor. I was just like, that's a weird configuration. Let's go for it. You know, take the duals off the front, and then we got a perfectly normal configuration on this tractor. Well, it does have front-wheel drive yet. That is maybe not the most normal for our 4020, but still. But yeah, obviously, when you go to the what I'm going to call the European tractors here, and you know, right away you got front 3 points and weird hitches and like, what in tarnation is this rubbish, right? I mean, what in the world? I don't know. Do we have... Yeah, even this 7810, everyone like... That poor 7810. I don't think you can even take that off, can you? I don't think you can. Won't be so bad if you could take this rubbish off the front, everyone, but... oh, well, it doesn't seem like you can. Where, let's see. Somewhere I've got a proper... Yeah. Nice 40, well, it was a nice 4755 until someone did that to it. That'd be Giants, by the way. It's not a mod, so trying to find where is... I do have a 7810. Well, there's a 4755. Like, there's a proper American 4755. I haven't yet seen nothing on the front there, unless you want to put weights, of course. Nice proper American drawbar back there. Yep, that's what you call a proper tractor. Hey, there we go. No, that's 8110. Yeah, it looks very similar. Just a little bit smaller, right? Yes, saving content. Hey, at least we're not on the previous map, everyone, where saving content took like, 20 minutes. Ooh, we got some Minneapolis Molines in here, huh? I don't say, huh? I don't know. What do you folks think? Should we get a mini-me on the map here? Got a 1970 Oliver here. Over, under, hydraulic shift. Oh, boy. Definitely need some duals on that, though. There we go. That looks a little bit more proper. I think I've told this story before, but back where my parents lived, one of the farmers there, they have one of these tractors. I don't know if the exact model number on the tractor, so I don't know if it's a 2655, but yeah, they've got, they don't have an exhaust on it, they just got a straight pipe on it. I'm telling you, folks, you can hear that thing for miles. Whoever's operating that thing must be deafer than a doornail. I don't think it even mattered if you had hearing protection in there. Like I said, you can hear that tractor for miles. Like, yep, they're running the Oliver again. You know right away what tractor they're running when you hear it. Like I said, straight piped. Don't know who in their right mind would want that, because... again, going back to what I said a moment ago about being able to hear that tractor for miles. Miles. Like, you can be miles away from it, and you can still hear that tractor like a couple miles away. Like, yep, Oliver tractor's running. So yeah, very interesting tractor there. Anyway, I forget what we were talking about here again before we got on the topic of Oliver. Oh yeah, that's right. European farming equipment. Okay, so as weird as what I would consider the European farming equipment to be, everyone, it's different, right? Nothing necessarily bad about it, I guess. It's just different. The European farming ways of farming, let's put it that way. The European, and maybe Animal can actually comment on this here. I don't know, are you European? I take it. But maybe if you could comment, like, every time I look at European farming, again, I'm not trying to be nasty here. I'm just looking at it and like, I'm scratching my head. It's like, are we back in the 1950s here? Like, we haven't done that in probably 50 years. And I watch the European farm, and I'm like, huh, okay then. And again, as I said before, I don't watch a whole lot of European farmers. Obviously, there's a little bit of a language barrier on some of that, right? Kind of hard to watch a farmer if you don't really understand any of the language that's going on there. But yeah, the little bit I have watched and do watch, Evan, just every time I watch it, I'm just like flabbergasted at, again, just the antiquated. And when I say antiquated, I'm talking like extremely antiquated farming methods and techniques and machinery that is used. It's just like, wow. Like, we haven't touched a piece of equipment like that around here in 50 years. Like, what in the world are you still farming with that for? And to top it off, I was like, oh, well, the Europeans using the old equipment. No, this is like, some of this is brand new equipment. I'm like, farmers are still buying this stuff these days. And it's like, huh? I don't know. I just find that really strange. Really, really strange. I'm like, some of the farming methods that are like, at least from what you're told around here anyway, are like really bad. Like, don't do it this way. That's bad. You watch the European farmer, that's exactly how they're doing. It's like, okay. I don't know. What do they know that we don't? Or what do we know that they don't? I don't know, whichever way you want to go with that, right? Still, yeah, I just find that baffling. Now, I do, just to be clear, I do understand a little bit of the concept of the reason why some of the equipment has to be as wide as what it is, narrow roads and stuff like that. Although, as I said before, I would fix that real quick as well. But, yeah, narrow roads, okay, so you can only run so wide of equipment down the road. That kind of makes sense. Like, your equipment can be no wider. I think it's, 2.5 meters or something like that? The equipment has to pull down to, 2.5 meters or 3 meters, which is not very wide, by the way, if you think about that. 2.5, 3 meters, that is very, very narrow. I'm pretty sure our tractor here is probably wider than 3. Whoa, is that a stump there? Yes, it is. You know what? Before I go any further, let's go grab that skid steer. I told you, folks, there's going to be some missing ones somewhere, right? Any more missing ones around while we're driving here? Oh, actually, you know what? There's a couple of them here. That'll ground out here. Okay, there's one hiding in here somewhere. I don't know if I think it's right there, isn't it? Is that actually what I hit, though? Yeah, maybe it was. Okay. Any more up in here? Not that I'm seeing. Also, note to self, Evan, we'll probably end up doing some more forestry in the future on this map at some point. But when we do, maybe get a bigger skid steer, because that skid steer seems to struggle a little bit running that tree be gone tool. I don't know, just the horsepower required for it or what. I'm not sure, but seems like we need a little bit more horsepower. I don't remember the Kubota struggling with it quite as much as I am with that skid steer, so should have bought an orange one. Anyway, Evan, look at that time. Oh, and looking at the missing stump there. Okay, I'm going to come back and get that. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up, Evan. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.